Love can feel like an anchor, tethering you to relationships that are no longer life-giving. Even when every logical bone in your body knows it's time to let go, your heart clings to what-ifs and memories of better days. In this video, we'll explore how to discern when it's time to leave and how to find the courage to say goodbye, even when your feet feel cemented in place. Sign number 1. The relationship keeps breeding confusion, not clarity. God's Spirit always brings clarity and conviction in relationships and not chronic confusion. But toxic relationships always affect your discernment. It is normal to sometimes feel the ups and downs in a relationship, but when a relationship has proven to have no sense of direction over time, it might be a clear sign you have to move away. The purpose of every true relationship isn't just to be in love, but it is also to help each other grow. And in order to grow, both of you must have a clear sight of vision. The Bible says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." Beware of relationships that cloud your judgment, steal your peace, and isolate you from wise counsel. Unless a connection fosters intimacy with Christ, it leads you into dangerous blindness. Sign 2. You compromise your convictions. Perhaps you justified behaviors early on that nag at your conscience now. To preserve the relationship, you minimized red flags. But the Spirit keeps highlighting the discrepancies between your values and the relationship dynamics. If your partner routinely asks you to act against your conscience and better judgment, this will breed misery, not flourishing. Letting go brings painful but necessary realignment. Sign 3. More thorns than flowers. Gardens require constant tending. When neglected, thorns quickly outnumber flowers. Similarly, untended relationships fall into disregard, neglect, and contempt, rather than mutual nurturing. If your once fruitful connection now bears crops of bitterness, loneliness, and destruction, something is wrong at the roots. Just as persistent weeds signal poor soil quality, chronic friction reveals a relationship lacking proper foundations. Rather than watering toxic soil in hopes of better harvests, wisdom says, let it go and cultivate a more fertile garden. Thorns signal it's time to walk away. Sign 4. Chronic instability. Relationships rooted in God exude His stability and steadfastness. But when chronic confusion plagues a connection, instability exposes its weak foundations. Constant bewilderment prevents building together. One step forward results in 2 steps back. If reasonable efforts to understand each other fail, this may signal poor pairing. Instability wastes your time and resources. Instead of chasing elusive answers, choose solid ground. Letting go allows for reset. Sign 5. The connection drains you. Healthy relationships energize and inspire us to become our best selves. They challenge us to grow. But toxic ties have the opposite effect. Constant discord drains your energy and steals joy. You feel anxious and worried most days. Depression or listlessness replace excitement. If a once life-giving connection now saps your vitality, walk away. Jesus said, "Rivers of living water should flow from our spirits," John 7:38. But relationships poisoning our souls bring death, not life. Protect your wellsprings by detaching from what drains you. Sign 6. Your spiritual health declines. Most importantly, look at the fruit. If a relationship distances you from God, breeds deception, weakens your conscience, or hardens your heart, drastic measures are needed. Matthew 18:8 instructs us to cut off parts causing us to sin, for it is better to walk heavenward maimed than descend to hell intact. Therefore, if a relationship corrupts your character and communion with Christ, run from it. Do not justify keeping partnerships where holiness and wisdom cannot abide. Sign 7. You feel trapped and uneasy. God desires our connections would be life-giving and freely chosen. Toxic relationships breed obligation, control, and fear rather than security. You feel uneasy about leaving, worried what the other person will say or do. But walking on eggshells is no way to live. Letting go allows you to breathe freely again. The enemy uses intimidation to keep us enslaved to relationships that God condemns. But Jesus assures us, whom the Son sets free is free indeed. John 8:36. Surrender your situation to the one strong enough to break every chain. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. If you love our videos, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel.